The woods stood dark and silent, an ancient sentinel guarding secrets long forgotten. The moon cast a ghostly glow, illuminating the dense foliage that seemed to whisper tales of old. Twisted branches clawed at the sky, their gnarled fingers reaching out as if to grasp the stars. The trees, ancient and wise, seemed to murmur amongst themselves, sharing stories of times long past. The wind howled through the trees, whispering secrets that only the forest could understand. Leaves rustled and branches swayed, creating a symphony of eerie sounds that echoed through the night. At the edge of the woods, a house stood abandoned, its once grand facade now a shadow of its former self. Overgrown foliage crept up its walls, and the windows, boarded and broken, seemed to hide the house's dark past. Locals called it the Whispering House. They said it was haunted, a place where the spirits of the past lingered, unable to move on. The air around it was thick with an eerie atmosphere, as if the house itself was alive. No one dared to go near. Legends spoke of a family that once lived there, a family that vanished without a trace. The path leading to the house was overgrown and forgotten, a testament to the fear it inspired in the villagers. They vanished without a trace. Only whispers remained, carried on the wind, telling tales of sorrow and loss. The house stood empty, its door creaking open as if inviting the brave to uncover its secrets. The house waited, shrouded in darkness. It was a place of mystery and fear, where the past and present seemed to collide. Fog wrapped around it like a shroud, and the air was thick with the promise of untold stories.
Are you sure? This place gives me the creeps.
Let's go in. We can't back out now.
4 friends, Max, Chloe, Ben and Emily, stood at the edge of the woods, their hearts pounding in unison. They had heard the stories, the legends of the haunted house that no one dared to enter. The haunted house dared them to enter, its eerie silence beckoning them forward.
Let's go in. We have to see what's inside.
His voice trembled, betraying the fear he tried to hide.
Are you sure? What if the stories are true?
Chloe hesitated, her mind racing with thoughts of what could be lurking inside.
Let's go in. We can't turn back now.
Don't be scared. We've got each other.
Ben laughed, trying to lighten the mood, but his voice sounded nervous, betraying his true feelings.
Let's do it. We can't let fear control us.
Emily took a deep breath. Summoning all her courage, they walked towards the house, each step echoing their resolve. The wind seemed to whisper a warning. They ignored it, determined to uncover the truth. The front door creaked open, dust filled the air, cobwebs hung from every corner. The house was silent except for the sound of their own breathing.
Hello?
Max called out. His voice echoed through the empty rooms. There was no answer. They explored the house. Each room was empty and decaying. Shadows danced on the walls. They found a dusty old journal on the floor. The pages were filled with faded ink.
The voices. I hear them. Everywhere. They never stop, always whispering, always there, haunting my every thought. It's like they're trying to tell me something, but I can't understand. It's driving me mad.
A cold breeze swept through the room. The temperature dropped. It felt as if the very essence of the room was being sucked out, leaving behind an eerie, bone-chilling cold. The air grew heavy, almost suffocating.
Did you feel that? It's like the room just got 10 degrees colder. There's something here, something watching us. I can feel its presence lurking in the shadows.
Chloe whispered, her eyes wide with fear. She could barely speak, her voice trembling. It's here, she said. I can feel it. It's watching us, waiting for the right moment to strike.
The voices. I hear them. Everywhere. They never stop, always whispering, always there, haunting my every thought. It's like they're trying to tell me something, but I can't understand. It's driving me mad.
A ghostly figure materialized in the corner of the room. It was a woman in a white dress. Her face was pale and sorrowful. She seemed to float above the ground, her eyes filled with an ancient sadness. She reached out a hand, as if trying to communicate.
Who are you? What do you want from us? Why are you here? The questions tumbled out, each one more desperate than the last. The fear in the room was palpable, everyone holding their breath, waiting for an answer.
The ghostly figure turned towards them. Her eyes glowed with an eerie light. It was as if she was peering into their very souls, searching for something. The room grew even colder, the air thick with tension and fear. The friends screamed. They backed away in terror. The ghostly figure floated towards them.
Get out. This is my home.
They didn't need to be told twice. They ran towards the door, but the door slammed shut. They were trapped. The ghostly figure glided closer, her eyes fixed on them. They could only watch in horror. The house was her prison. Now it was theirs too.